Uh, okay. I don't know how to share or start the story, but I'm going to tell you a couple of things which either you'll believe or you'll not believe. If you believe, good for you. Don't believe, what to do. But anyway, watch the video. Take it more like entertainment. Okay, entertainment. Oh, this guy is giving big stories. Let us see what bullshit he gives. Okay, fine. And just watch it. Nothing serious. Just a casual video. Yeah. Okay. In my now I'm nearly going to be in my 50s. So in my 50 years or 47, 48 years of existence in this on this planet, I've been offered movie roles, not like the main hero Shah Rukh Khan or become like Chris Hemsworth, the main role. No, there's a small, chiller side roles. Like I was offered, you'll find it funny if I tell you this. I was offered to become a villain in a South Indian movie, lungi lifting movie. Lungi lifting and showing hairy coconuts. Some Mohan Mammootty Lal, some I don't know, either Mohan or Mammootty Lal. They had a shooting done in UAE in Dubai. So there were many people crowded and all that, and that time I had my tattoos. And lo and behold, one of these, they have this umbrella for VIP stars and all that, and chair, and so many people crowded up, Pathans and Malayalis, and people were crowding there, and police was telling people to go and all that. Okay, because it's traffic, no, at the side of the road, even if it's side. So they were busy taking the camera, and one guy was going like this and all that stuff. Okay, so I was also curious. I was like, oh, what is this and all that? Okay. This is before you had that live Facebook feed or live Instagram and all that. You had Facebook, but there was no live function and all that. Okay. So one of the guys saw me. He had a towel here, sweating, and hat, like a cricket. The Empire used to wear that hat, like a cowboy hat, but not a cowboy, to keep the shade. So they came to me and said, "Excuse me, what is your name?" And I said, "Who are you?" He said, "We are part of the shooting crew. We're part of the shooting crew. Would you like to star in a movie? Would you like?" So I said, "Star in what movie?" So as he was about to talk to me, then someone called. He said, "Okay, give me your number. Give me your number. We will contact you." Okay, take my number. Whatever. Okay, took my number. And I was kind of curious, like, what is he going to offer, or what is the movie? So finally, no call. Then I was like, why the hell did he take my number? Idiot. Okay. So one day, no call, 2 day, no call. After, I think, around 3, 4 days or so, by the time it totally went, I got this call. The guy speaks very well. He introduced himself as a producer, one of the producers. And he said, we are some agency, entertainment, or media talent, or they handle all this. And we are part of the shooting of this movie. They gave me a Malayali actor's name. I can't, I'm being honest with you, I can't recollect for the life of me. It was Mohanlal or Mammootty or whatever, one of them. So he said, we are doing one particular scene where the hero has to fight with the villains. The hero has to fight with the bad guys. Okay. In this thing, so you will be one of the bad guys. I'll be one of the gangster bad guys. And the scene is very simple, where I will get dishum beaten up. Okay. And finish. That's it. Just beat me up. So he said, would you like to take part? And so immediately, that time, I used to do freelance services for emceeing, announcing, and all. So I said, "How much money are you going to pay?" And to which he laughed. He said, "Ha, do you know who's this? Do you know who we are?" And all. I said, "I don't know who we are." He said, "You'll be famous. You'll be very famous. You will get opportunity for many other movies. It'll change your career. You should be happy. We are calling you, my dear. People are dying. People are dying. They are ready to pay us to star in the." And only later on I came to know this. Even if I had said yes, I'd have to come for shooting for at least 1 week and wait like a waiter or something at the side. You're not allowed to talk to the stars, and I know all this because later on, as I started to move into coaching, I would get people who are actually into the media. One of my friends and clients, she acted with Salman Khan. You'll not believe, but two, three of them: Salman Khan, Ritik Roshan. What's his name? A couple of these actors, which I can't get the name. But here's the funny thing: after 2 weeks of working, 2 weeks means you have to be there on time. They will check everything. You have to take a legal disclaimer. Waiting for sometimes 6 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. And finally, after doing the shooting, almost 10 days, 10 to 15 days, you'll hardly get paid some peanuts, like maybe not even $100, maybe less than that. Okay. And after doing all the hard work, like imagine this shooting scene is maybe like 1 hour, 2 hour. You have to keep doing the same thing. Okay. Move like this and he will try to hit you. Okay. Stuntman will come and guide you what to do and all that. And after all that, you'll get maybe 1 second screen time. 1 second. Like the hero will just, and then he'll go to somebody else. That's it. 1 second. So people are crazy about this and all that. So I didn't know it was that amount of work that time. But thankfully, I said, sorry, if you're not paying, I'm not interested. So he said, okay. He gave me his company name and number, landline. If you're interested, just let us know. Okay. But we'll be here only for a week or something. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't bother. So, like that, I've been offered movie roles to stand as one of the mafia guys. And obviously, you have to put some stuff. And in some guy, means I'm not the main villain. Okay. So, I've been offered this. And I remember I told you that I was offered, what is this? In India, it's called Big Boss. In UK, it's called Big Brother. I had this Indian producer, can't for the life of me get his name. That time my Facebook profile was open, my Instagram profile was open. So they keep scouting for talent, and some reason, I don't know how the hell did he bump into my profile. I think maybe because I was to make these videos of Dubai and India and all that. So very nice guy. He was a gentleman, and he offered me to star in some Big Boss. I think it's Big Boss. However, the deal was, I'll give you just a summary, a brief gist. I'm supposed to come for the auditioning. They want to see how you look in camera, but he had told, don't worry, I'll make sure you get confirmed. And you get paid per day or something, depending if you have a little bit of demand. But you have to sign a lot of papers, and you cannot use any of the material to promote by yourself. You cannot tell anyone anything, or they'll put a legal case on you and all that stuff. So confidentiality is the highest this thing. And per day they will pay you something small amount, very very tiny, less than, I think less than $100 or some, can't recollect. But if you, I, it seems that you will be voted to stay, and there's elimination, something like that. So if I get voted, every time I get voted, the slab will increase. Plus, I'll get bonus money. So the name of the game is for me to remain in the show. But he also told me they will give me training as to what kind of character I have to play. So he wanted me to play a controversial character. Like uh, he told me we'll bounce some ideas like, do you want to put blood, and do you want to oogle at women and act like desperate and be like a satanic, like evil, some drama I had to do. I had to put on a character. And he said, you'll be famous all over India. We get so many views, and their life changes and all that. That time, honestly, I'm being honest with you, I didn't know what was Big Brother. I didn't know what is Big Boss. And I had to ask other people. And later on, I found out Shilpa Shetty, she acted in Big Boss. And then I saw the drama that they are screaming, and especially in India, "Ar teri maa ki chot hai, bad chot hai," and they are fighting and they are throwing things, and they're throwing the frying pan and the food. I'm like, oh, what is this? They're throwing the glass. And in terms of the controversies, it seems that It's alleged that some of them are faking it, some of them are acting what they are not. In some cases, it seems that people who are supposed to be married or supposed to be in a relationship, then there are cameras everywhere, every room. They catch them in the bed together, uh, and some of them I even saw they put some chili powder on the face, and you have to react, and then you put chili in my eyes, you put it, ha, ba, ba, ba. And there was even this big Kali, that big guy and all that. And there was a fat female, I don't know who she, oh, the way she was shouting, "Teri maa ki chau, tera maa," blah, oof. I was like, after I saw all this, when he called me again, I said, "No, Baba, I don't want all this drama and I don't want to put on an act." And I honestly speaking, it was not the money or anything. I was asking myself if it would add value to the brand. But then some of my WhatsApp group members who do watch this, who are mature, in their 50s, the young ones said, "Go, go, go, go." The senior ones said, "See, Loy, it is not good. It is a very cheap crowd that watches." And then obviously, when I checked with my mentor, he said, "Loy, don't dilute your brand. Stay true to your brand. This is just for people who are washed up, who are trying to reinvent their career. It's a desperate act." And which I found out after watching a couple of videos, and I had enough of this nonsense. I mean, you literally are locked up in a bloody this thing for how many days? It's like crazy, and you can't call. And I was like, no, okay. So that was two. The third, last one, which will surprise you, and this one I will tell you that I was slightly crazy to think that maybe I'd want to do it. And I'm glad I didn't do it because later on I found out it is a very illegal thing. I got an offer to do porn, adult, sex, yes, actual porn. And I did meet, this was when I came down, I think the second time I came to Thailand, and I told you, I'd met that American girl who we are actually planning to have a relationship and get married, that kind of bullshit. And I didn't know at that time. I thought she was a good female, but I didn't know she was one of those hippies who has guys who smoke weed and drugs and do all that shit. I had no idea she was into that kind of crowd. And even there were guys who were doing porn and all that, which I didn't know. I'm being honest. Okay. So she introduced me to one day when we were going, I was new, first time here, going in different places. She used to take me around. One day she took me to this place. I can't, honestly, heart to heart, I don't remember where the place was, but in this nice, like a villa, like a private villa, all these guys were there, guys and girls, all were tattooed and all were white and, wearing beachwear, suntan, and, they had a small pool and all that. So, and they saw me with tattoos and they immediately, would he like to act in one of our movies, one of our short films? They called it short films. I was like with her, I was like, what short films? And she was like, she was like, no, Loy, you wouldn't want to act in. I was just curious. So as we walked in, they were very polite. They were very nice. It's not that they were druggies and all that. They were sitting, talking nicely. The females were preparing food, all live in, okay? No husband, wife, nothing, all. So they were preparing, and some had ordered a pizza, this thing. So they asked me, you want a pizza? Sure. And one guy's laptop was open and they were checking the video. So would you like to act in a short movie? I just said, a short film. What kind of short film? I thought it was a documentary or life film. He said, like this one. He turned the laptop and showed me. And lo and behold, there was a nice sex scene of raw footage of one of those guys. One of the guys was a big, huge bodybuilder. And you know what they were doing. Okay. And I was like, oh, short film. So, but I didn't show like that. I was like, oh, I was acting like cool, calm. Short film. Oh, very interesting short film. So he's like, this is a raw. And because it was raw footage, they were like, lights, camera, action. Okay. All right, all right. Could you move a little bit at the angle at the side? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Move your hand out of the way. Yeah. Can you position yourself? And the female, can you look up? Yeah. Yeah. And they're doing it, and one girl comes and just combs her hair, or put it this way, and they spray something. I'm actually looking at all this like, So it was kind of like a behind the scenes kind of a thing, but it was raw footage, and there was no much noise. There was echo, and you could hear people talking and all that. So he said, if you're interested, we can put you for one of these kind of movies. And don't worry, you can have a nickname, a moniker. And at first I was like, oh, okay, I can get to bang a chick and this and that. And I asked her, like, I asked that American girl, would you like it? So, like, come on, don't be silly. And once after you make it and people recognize you and your face is so recognizable. So we are laughing about it and talking. And that guy said, no, no force, just take it. I'm think about it. We are here for a few more weeks. And if you do change your mind, love to have you on board. And, obviously asked him question like, how do you keep it up? You don't worry. We will provide you with the creams and to get wood, the tablets, everything. You don't have to worry. We will literally take you through it. And there's no pressure to perform. And, he was trying to be very understanding. So I know in hindsight, when I look at it, I was like, what was I thinking? But at that time, just that impulsive few minutes, I was like, that'd be quite something in your bucket list. I acted in porn. But anyway, good I didn't do it because at that time I was not aware of the laws of the country. It's not allowed to do it. It's illegal. I don't know if they were shooting here or what they were doing, but they were definitely editing the video. That much was there. And yeah, so see. So what is the moral of the story after I've told you all this? Starring in these movies and this and that. One second. Let me just have a sip. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to imply that I'm some kind of superstar or I would have been a superstar if I had taken part or nothing like that. I'm under no illusion. Movies, media, it's one of the hardest things in the world. It's impossible. Okay. Impossible for you to succeed. Forget success to even survive. Okay. And how I know this is because over the years, I have had many clients who are trying to break into the movie business. Many clients. I'm not saying it's not two, three, many. Okay. And if you get in touch with one, there is always like these groups of people who are supporting each other. So, and why has to get many is because one, they wanted to build a personal brand. Second one, they wanted to stand out. But more than that is the depression, is the mental toughness, the resilience you need to have because of the rejections. Plenty of rejections. And you hear these stories that she was ready to sleep with him, couch, couch casting, whatever. In fact, I'll just give you two or three examples if you're here so long. There have been, my client has actually seen this. Girls are standing, okay? Girls who are going to be selected, they are called to a private room. They select the girls and they are all standing there. The director will go, you're ready to do anything? You're ready for any scene? You sure? Sure? Yes, I'm ready to anything, sir, anything. And then they will put their hand inside. They will see there's one scene he does like this, and then the catch and start smooching, and she's on the wall, and the other girls are standing and watching it. So you can do this? Yes, sir. Anything for you, sir. So it's a it's for lack of a better word, I guess you need to go all out if you want to survive in this industry. And it's not just only girls, even guys are asked to do. The directors prefer men and women. And in some cases, you're supposed to pay them money. You're supposed to pay them a percentage, even if it's less, or you're supposed to pay more. All sorts of things, all sorts of things. And then you obviously become in debt to them. You have to dance like a dog, literally. So the only person who I know has succeeded in this is people who have the money, who are ready to invest money as one of the producers. Then they're given small roles, and then they can meet and brag about I'm in Shah Rukh Khan's movie as an extra. But they can't take photographs with these superstars because these superstars are very particular. You can't stand close to them, can't You're not allowed to have your phones at the shooting. You can't stare at them. You have to look down in some cases. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, one is I want to tell you that life will throw plenty of opportunities at you, but not all opportunities are worth considering. Some of them are is actually a curse. If I'd done any of the movies, I don't think it would have helped my career in any way. I know a lot of people who have literally spent 20, 25, 30 years only to look back and regret that they wasted their life. It is a very depressing field because of the rejections. The second one is don't do it if it doesn't match your values. For me, it didn't match my brand, it didn't match my values. So I absolutely said no. I enjoy doing these videos, even though it doesn't pay me anything. I would rather do this than act in a movie, which I don't believe. And I'm not putting any of the actors down. Nothing but absolute and total respect for the art of acting because I want you to Google search method acting. There are people who have actually removed their teeth without anesthetic to actually show pain. Daniel Day-Lewis, he learned to write with, the movie is called My Left Foot. He learned how to write with his two fingers of his foot because he's playing a paralyzed guy. He got I think, an Oscar for that. There are people who, like Jim Carrey, they literally lock themselves up and become that character so much so that they need mental psychiatric help. There are people who have agreed to be locked up in a jail, total solitude for 30 days to become like mad. Heath Ledger for Batman. He took extreme steps to become that character. So acting is not a joke. It's many people say, why don't you be an actor, comedian? Boss, it's an art. You have to respect it. It's not everyone can be that. And last but not the least, what I want to tell you is every action that you take, every decision, there is an opportunity cost and there's a price to pay. If I'd taken like that porn and all that, maybe I'd be like, my bucket list, a porn star. But it would have had very bad, very, very bad repercussions. Imagine, someone, just one single person comes to know, it spreads like fire. Then someone comes and tells my daughter, like how your father was doing this or shows the video. It'll impact the children here. Like Sunny Leone, no matter how much she tries, her past can never be erased. Uh, Even this, I hate this female. What is her name? Mia Khalifa. She keeps conning people to show that she's changed. But your reputation, once you get into this OnlyFans and this and that, and even if I didn't get into this adult industry, the other one, I would have to spend time, effort, money, which would have maybe hurt my chances. Anyway, I thought I would share this, which I have not done for a long time. And I wonder how my career would have gone if I went into these movies. Evil guy, tattooed, Satan, like a Om Puri, what, Amrish Puri, like that. Anyway, good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. Guys, take care.